Something I noticed is nobody really talks about what to expect um after no contact, like in real detail. Um, they just kind of say, "Oh, go no contact. That's the cure. That's the end. You're cured after that." But that's not true. You're not. Um, you have to understand that you have been controlled and manipulated on almost every single level and intimidated for decades. In my case, being around these individuals. um so even though I've gone no contact, my brain is still in the same patterns, like as if I'm still around a manipulator or narcissist. It's still in the same patterns, like I'm playing dodge the narcissist, don't cause any waves, go along with them, don't piss them off, you know, and, I noticed that I still feel like I'm hiding, like I'm in hide mode, like I'm, I don't even live with them, and I still feel like I live with them. Pretty crazy, huh? So even though I don't live with them, I still feel like I do, and that they could come and barge into my room at any moment, and just start the whole cycle again, of control, manipulation, scare tactics, just like they've done my whole life. So even though you go no contact, you still feel the after effects of being around one of these entities for a long period of time. Your mind is still in that battle, your mind is still in that chaos, even after no contact. And that's one thing I noticed. And you still have the same kind of coping mechanisms, like addictions that you use to numb out, that you still have to overcome. You have to overcome all these coping mechanisms and bad behaviors that you had to deal with the situation, to just numb out and like bury the memories. You still have those addictions to overcome. Uh, so it's a lot to it's not just, oh, go no contact, you're healed. And it's just something I noticed is just like a lot of empaths or just, they just say, "Oh, no contact is the cure. It's over." You know what I mean? Like, you're done. I mean, you're healed. You know, you're living an awesome life. And that's not true at all. So I'm I'm bringing you down to reality here. Bringing you down to reality. That's not true at all. It's still a grind, as almost as if you're still living with the abuser, because I still kind of live like I'm controlled still, like in a controlled kind of behaviorism, like schedule, like if a safe kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like a free person, you know what I mean? A free adult, you know, because I was in I was controlled by these entities for so long, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just something that you snap out of. You get used to being controlled at all times. You get used to being a slave. And if you're not a slave, you're like your brain doesn't know what to do. If you're free, you know what I mean? Your brain doesn't know what to do if it's free because you're not used to it. And plus, another thing to overcome is the addiction to the abusers, the trauma bond addiction. That alone is stronger than any addiction I've ever had. And I've been addicted to smoking. um I quit smoking way easier than getting away from breaking the trauma bond. Way easier to quit smoking. And nicotine's like number two in addictions. Number two out of substances. Trauma bond is stronger than that. Yeah, it is. I'm just telling you straight up. Uh, the trauma bond is stronger than smoking addiction. So you got to keep that in mind. Um, so that's a big hurdle after you get away from the main abuser. Um, so that's all I just wanted to say is like not a lot of people say what to do or what to expect after no contact. They just kind of say go no contact and you're done. You know, don't bother me anymore. You're out of my hands. You know, don't. You went no contact. We helped you go no contact. It's over. You know what I mean? So don't fall into that trap that it's gonna be a bunch of rainbows and cherries after no contact, because it's not. It's hard, but it's like, what else? You already been through the hell on earth. You know what I mean? Like even a full day without an abuser is like a godsend. So it's like a miracle. So you got to keep that in mind, even though it's hard. Like one full day without an abuser, seeing an abuser is a big deal. you know and I got to remember that. Or not even like an abuser, but you may just have like a user, in your case, that was just using you. But like just having like one day without it is just like a miracle. You know what I mean? Even though it's hard. So just keep that in mind. I knew it would be a long ass road for me. Like that's kind of why I didn't really want to do it at first. I kind of just, and I admit it, I wanted the easy way out. And I tried the easy way out uh many times. uh so uh but this is kind of a last resort, even after the easy way out. Obviously the easy way out is just to end your life, but that's, yeah, like ending your life isn't the last resort when it comes to these entities. uh Walking away, no contact, is the last resort. In my case, this is even after attempting my own life. This resort, cutting everybody off, is after even